Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Recently, we have been surprised with many news and incidents about LGBTQ issue. Today, we are going to talk about the T in LGBTQ, which is transgender. It is very interesting topic, but a little bit sensitive to our community in Malaysia. We will discuss whether it is relevant or not to fight for their rights in Malaysia. So, I have two special guests here to join me on discussing our topic today. And they go with the name Miss Ain and Miss Izzah. Okay, Assalamualaikum Miss Ain.
Waalaikumsalam.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Let's start with Miss Ain. In your opinion, it is relevant to fight for transgender in Malaysia?
Okay, thank you, Miss Aina. Alhamdulillah. In my point of view, I think we should fight for the transgender right because we have to treat all people equally, because we should stop the discrimination towards the transgender from other people in our society. People might think that those transgender people cannot be accepted in our community because they are different from us. However, in my opinion, we are all the same human being that needs to be treated equally and nicely. So we should give them the right to live like other Malaysian, other people, other society in our country. That's all.
Okay, thank you. But I would like to know what is your opinion, Miss Izzah?
Thank you, Miss Aina. In my opinion, we have to treat everybody equally and not harming them in any way. However, if we started to give those transgender people the right to do anything that they want to do, they might ask for more right. For example, what if they ask Malaysia's law to allow them having same-sex marriage? Everybody knows that same-sex marriage is not allowed in Malaysia, and it is in our religion. It also not moral.
Yes.
That's all.
So if we allow them to do so as what they insist on, so they will ask for more rights which are not relevant in our country. So as a person who support LGBTQ in community, is it relevant to give them freedom to use public amenities such as toilet, malls and so on?
Thank you, Miss Aina. As you said, freedom is a right and choices that one wants. Moreover, anybody can use public amenities. As for public amenities, we know this is basic things that human needs. It's a human right, basic human right, which most of us know and need all the time. So in my point of view, I think by giving those transgender right to use public amenities, it's relevant. It's relevant because it is human right. And one of the example is, like you said just now, is toilet. So using toilet, there is an article cases that we heard recently is about the transgender right to use public toilet according by their gender identity. The transgender woman wanted to use women toilets whenever they want because they felt that they were being harassed by those gender men. So I think it's relevant to fight the right.
Okay.
Because we're afraid of them being harassed.
Is that so? So I think that Miss Izzah want to add something?
Yes, it is true that there are cases that the transgender women want to use the women toilet because they have already transferred themselves to women. However, men and women cannot share the same toilet because they are still men. They are women that are trapped in men's body. Those transgender might harass. I'm sorry. Okay. Those women might feel uncomfortable because their safety might be invaded by those transgender. But I think there will be any man or any guy who will enter the ladies and harass those women in that toilet by acting like they are transgender women. And there might did that before, but by giving the permission to those transgender women to use the women's toilet, it might as well give them an easier way to enter those toilet.
Then if they cannot use women's toilet like others, so which toilet can they use?
Which toilet?
I think they can use the toilet that according to their gender. If they are men, they can just use the
But they're
men's toilet.
afraid of being harassed, right? That's the case.
Then those men don't have to harass those transgender. They are also men.
Okay, thank you, Miss Izzah, for your opinion. I think from my opinion, for the solution of this issue is our government can implement a specific restroom for transgender people, right? So, Miss Ain, why do you think that it is relevant to fight for their rights?
Thank you. I think it is relevant to defend them because as we move into the new Malaysia's era, we do not want to spread negativity in our society. We doesn't want to spread judgmental society. Therefore, I ask their representative will all express anything that they have felt and experienced over the years, even though there are so many people discriminating against us. We will not back up because it's not like we have done a serious crime. We just want to live and be treated equally and nicely like other people in this country, because the transgender people doesn't decide to be a transgender in just one day. There must be a reason they be a transgender. I think that's my point of view.
Yes, it is true that transgender people did not do any crime, but have they ever thought that it will ruin their morals as a Muslim?
I think as a Muslim we already know it. However, we cannot control action, but not the way we feel. Maybe some of them already know that changing themselves is wrong. Is wrong to change into opposite sex, but they cannot control their feelings to do something, to do that. Is it true that it will badly affect their morals as a Muslim, but hurting them will not help them to not be a transgender people? By harming them also, it really not good implication that we can use to help them. But if we treat them equally and nicely, maybe they will change it by themselves. So therefore I plan up to set up rehabilitation to guide those people to be normal again. They might already know that transgender discrimination is wrong, but they have no one to support them and tell them that it's wrong. That's all. Thank you.
Yes. In this situation, so supportive is most important.
Yeah,
right?
I think supportive is more important than harming them and judge them.
Okay, seems like Miss Izzah want to add something.
Yes, I agree with what Miss Ain says, that by harming them, we cannot help them to stop being transgender. However, we already knows that every religion also object the LGBTQ community in their religion. It is also impossible for two people that having same gender to get married and have a child on their own. It is also hard for them to be in public because people will discriminate them.
Yes, I agree with that. I think this issue will be going trending nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but sadly we are going to the last slot in this episode. So I would like to ask both of you to say last word about this topic. So can we start with Miss Izzah?
Yes, thank you. And I think we don't have to discriminate those people and don't hurt them because they are also normal people like us. However, we cannot just simply accept the transgender because it is opposite with what our religion taught.
Yes, it's true. We cannot discriminate them because it will make it worse. We do not know what was their experience before they decide to be transgender. There must be a reason, right? They may experience mental illness when society started to discriminate these people. The sequences that might happen that they probably commit suicide, and this will give more problem to the society and will arise the percentage of suicide in Malaysia.
Yes.
That's all.
So I can conclude that every human must have their rights. Okay, thank you to Miss Ain and Miss Izzah for giving information about our topic today. So we will be on next episode with more interesting topic. So thank you.